Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna react to Swishout the Bronny James trap, bro. Now, shout out to my man Swishout, bro. He makes some great, content about different NBA topics or whatever. But, bro, what this Bronny James trap is gonna be? It's he probably gonna talk about LeBron, want to play with his son and shit like that. But let's get into a fucking reaction though. Let's see what my man is talking about though. Sorry, I'm not getting paid, bro.
Is LeBron James. How does it feel to know that if you're not eventually a Hall of Fame caliber player, it's not good enough to be good or an all-star. If you're not eventually a first-rank Hall of Famer, a lot of people will say you were a bust or overhyped.
How does that make me feel?
Yeah.
Well, I don't look at it as looking into the future. I always go by, I take every moment at a time.
Well, he is a Hall of Famer, bro. He lives up to the hype.
And that's what my mom brought me up on. And I always say that I just try to get better every day at what I do.
Your mom raised you pretty much by herself. There was a man named Eddie Jackson in your life that you called your surrogate father, but your mom was a teenage mother, unmarried. What's the first thing you want to do for your mom now that the money is coming in?
I told her I was going to buy her a house with some grass. I think that's going to be the first thing I do for her, a house with some grass and whatever she needs. You know, everything that she needs, I'll be there to give it to her.
That's dope, bro. Bro, that's a real son. That's a real son, bro.
LeBron James, to me, all things considered, is the greatest athlete of all time. I'm talking about expectations, comparisons, scrutiny, impact, production, and most importantly, longevity. When you bundle all those things together, to me, he's unmatched. I do think Michael Jordan had the greatest NBA career of all time, but when I add context, LeBron's is just more impressive for me. Getting drafted directly after high school, coming from a single-parent household, being from an inner city, having the highest expectations in NBA history and somehow exceeding them, I still don't...
That's true.
Like it gets the proper credit it deserves, and it probably won't until he hangs him up. Tom Brady is the GOAT, football-wise, but his path as a sixth-round pick without any expectations, it doesn't really compare. Michael Jordan played in an era without social media and without the ridiculous amount of access to information that we have now, and he still took 2 bricks. LeBron had the misfortune of playing in the information age and probably having the most unfair expectations of any athlete in any sport ever, especially as an 18-year-old. Those same unfair narratives and those same unfair expectations will now, unfortunately, be directly passed to his son, LeBron James Jr.
I disagree with that. I don't think the expectation for LeBron is gonna be the same for Bronny type shit. Because like, bro, when LeBron was coming up, he mainly got all the like he was already getting attention, right, at number 1 pick, but like the idea of like, oh shit, he's the next Jordan or whatever was after he was like was after like the Chosen One fucking magazine and shit like that. So
AKA Bronny James.
So I don't think that's gonna happen.
Want to touch on this subject.
And it's like Bronny, it's like different that is with LeBron and Bronny is that like when LeBron was coming up, it's like, bro, LeBron like looked like that nigga, bro. But Bronny seemed like, bro, he would be a good NBA player, but he don't look like that nigga, bro. Like, bro, Bronny don't look like that
because
nigga.
I feel like I'm only adding to the problem. But trust me, my small platform won't even compare for what's in store for Bronny James's basketball future. Bronny,
I don't know, maybe he might be a Hall of Famer or something. But
and right now, he's about the 34th ranked player in his class. Not your typical ranking for a future first-round prospect, but it's definitely not anything to scoff at. Some scouts love him, and they think he has basketball brilliance with a very high IQ, a pass-first style a la his dad, and really his ability to prioritize team success over his own individually. Very similar to LeBron. LeBron came out recently and said a goal of his is to actually play a season with his son. Something that we've seen before in sports, most notably with Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr., but we've never seen that in basketball. The difference in that situation, in contrast to LeBron and Bronny's, is Ken Griffey Jr. actually had the hype for his game, more so like LeBron did. ESPN even called him the closest thing to a guaranteed star that the draft had ever seen. So he was actually more like LeBron, and Bronny would be more like if Ken Griffey Jr. followed by having Ken Griffey III following after him. LeBron wanting to play a season with the Suns, to me, it's a beautiful thing. And I think we all can agree it's coming with pure intentions and Bronny's best interest in LeBron's heart. But it also can be a little detrimental to Bronny basketball-wise and even personally trying to grow and develop as your own man. Like I said, LeBron is a great dad. And as a player who's been through the expectation...
That is true, but, bro, I could see LeBron playing, like, you know, probably one season with fucking Bronny. Then he retired type shit, but...
standpoint of sports to the highest degree, I believe he just wants to be there to help shield him from the everyday stresses that will come with the name that he has. But the reason I feel like it may hurt him is because it's still somewhat stunning his growth and forcing him to walk in your shadows, which is going to happen if they're on the same damn team. He can never detach from you and become him. I'll use this as a pretty recent example. Lonzo Ball. I think the expectations
I think about Lonzo
will be very comparable to Zoe. A lot of people thought Lonzo's stock rose the way it did simply because of the marketing of his dad.
Yo, LeVar did a good job of getting him in the NBA, but bro, he fucked Zoe like life up when he was in LA, bro. He put so much pressure on Zoe, bro. Bro, I swear, anything Zoe did, bro, it was bad, bro. It was bad. Like, bro, it looked that bad. And it was like, bro, Zoe just a rookie. Bro, nigga was just a rookie, bro. Nigga had fucking NBA stars coming after him and shit. It's like, bro, let the nigga develop. Like, goddamn, LeVar. Like, fuck.
His tone when discussing his
I get it, but damn.
He also hit a whole new peak when he got drafted to LA, where he's from.
Yes,
and
bro.
Magic Johnson latched onto the wave.
Yes, bro. Niggas had put his jersey in the rafters and shit. It's like, bro, you putting too much pressure on a nigga who just got drafted. Like, damn.
Like this was
like,
always,
bro, let him develop, bro.
This was always the worst thing that could have happened to Zoe. He had way too many expectations from the start. His father was sitting front and center at all the games in LA, and Magic Johnson pretty much declared him the heir apparent to him, the greatest ever at his position. It just wasn't fair. Most people can't handle that. It wasn't until he completely detached himself from the entire Lakers situation, and then he grew into the player that he was naturally supposed to be. Not who his dad or us, who we chose him to be like.
Bro, and shout out to Zoe, bro. Zoe developed, like, his jump shot so good, bro. It's like, bro, he was struggling to shoot his rookie season and shit like that, but, bro, once he went to the Pelicans, bro, he just went straight to work. Worked on his jumper. Like, bro, niggas need to take notes, bro.
And this may be a little sensitive, but I believe this to be true from personal experiences. Dads that didn't have dads themselves, they tend to overdo it at times. Mind you, this comes from the most beautiful place with the most purest intentions. But I heard a great quote from Aunt Viv on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air one time. She said, we as parents, we work so hard to give our kids what we didn't have that we forget to give them some of the positive things that we did have. Some of those things may seem minuscule in the whole grand scheme of things, but they
hear that, man. Fucking cops,
like
bro.
Freedom of choice, freedom of independence, the ability to make mistakes, the ability to struggle. All those things made these players who they are today.
That's true.
I want y'all to hear this dope clip of Gary Payton Sr. advising Draymond Green Sr. on this very same thing. I watched this podcast in its entirety, and when thinking about this video, I thought about this one amazing moment.
But as a father myself, of Draymond Green Jr., obviously I have two daughters. You know, what I struggle with daily is what's too much and what's not enough. You know, like, I know for me, my goal always has been, I don't want my kids to live the same life that I lived growing up. But in saying that, I am who I am because of the life that I lived.
Bro, that's really, that's really a deep-ass conversation, bro. Like, bro. Like, bro, the struggles make you who you are, but then it's like, bro, you don't want that for your kid, but it's like, bro, how far you came through those struggles, so it's like actually made you stronger, but then you don't want your kid to struggle. Man, it's mad complicated.
And I'm telling you right now, your son is going to be rebellious against you because he's named after you. And once he goes to school, people are going to be like, oh, you're not your dad. You can't be like your dad. And they're going to tease him. But I say this. don't give him too much. Gary II is a good example. He didn't get drafted. Running around G leagues and doing that type of stuff and learning how hard it is to struggle. And I'm glad that he struggled because now he knows how to get through it. And I appreciate the work he did because every summer he had to work. Didn't know what team he's going to be on. Didn't know if he was going to sign with nobody. Now he...
Yeah, look at Gary Payton now, bro. Look at Gary Payton the second now, bro. That nigga is a defensive monster, bro.
In that position where he
and
can
playing
get
on a
away
winning
from
team,
that
bro.
Because he's found that struggle and he found the way how to work.
Bro, you got to keep working, bro. Got to keep working, bro.
Bronny, as we speak right now, is projected to be a second-round pick, and he stands at about 6'3", and he's 17 years old. LeBron came into this league at 18, around 6'8", and already had an extremely high IQ. He just needed to polish a few things offensively, like his perimeter shooting. Already having the size and being so freakishly athletic paired with his IQ, it pretty much granted him the time to grow into some of the more detailed parts of his game.
Oh, that lob is nasty. That lob was nasty.
It pretty much granted him the time to grow into some of the more detailed parts of his game in due time. I don't think Bronny is going to be as big as his dad. I don't think he's as athletic as his dad. So he's going to have to come in a little bit more polished.
Yeah,
the smaller you are, the more you have to have in your bag, and the less time you actually have to grow into your skill set.
Yeah,
you're already at a deficit. This is another reason why I kind of don't like the 2024 Bronny LeBron narrative. Because what if Bronny isn't a one-and-done prospect? What if he needs more time to sharpen his tools because he's not as big and as athletic as his dad? These are all things I feel like LeBron, if he isn't already, I'm not saying he isn't, but you have to consider. You can't put your personal desires over what's best possibly for his career in the long run. Lastly, and another reason why I just hate this comparison, bruh, you cannot compare LeBron's burning passion to thrive in this league in comparison to Bronny's. Like, it's no comparison.
Yeah, that's facts. That's right. And because, bro, LeBron was coming, like, bro, LeBron went through struggles, bro. I'm not saying that Bronny, like, haven't went through struggles, but bro, he have not went through struggles like for LeBron had to. Like, bro, it was only him and his mom type shit. Like, bro, living in a struggle type shit. Like, bro, Bronny live in a mansion, bro. Live in a mansion. He fucking be wearing Bape designer and everything. So it's like his desperation to succeed is not as much as fucking LeBron was. So it's like it really depends. It really depends on like Bronny as a person, which I don't know. So it's like it really depends on how much hard work do Bronny really want to be like, you know, great in basketball, bro. It's really
yes, up to him. LeBron is supposed to say the right things about his son. Bronny has the burning passion just like I did at that same age. All of that, I get that. But we heard at the beginning of the video, one of LeBron's main motivations to thrive in this league was to give his mom a better life. Yeah. Bronny has never even had a life that wasn't quote unquote a better life, and
that's facts. That's facts. So it's like LeBron had more motivation to get, like, you know, out the hood, out the struggle, whatever. But it's like Bronny really don't have that much motivation. Like, bro, we don't know, like, as a person, maybe we want to be an all-time great. Maybe that's the motivation, but we don't know. Like,
even if he wanted to give his mom a better life, it's impossible. So the paths, they're just too different to even compare. And I just feel like
it's really up to how hard
whatever he's going
Bronny want to work type shit.
If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like this video. Like I said, I'm not too big on this. With Ken Griffey Jr., one of the biggest reasons Ken Griffey Sr. was even on the team is because of how great Ken Griffey Jr. was. Well, Bronny, his stock is rising because of his dad instead of it being vice versa, and I just don't really like that. I want Bronny to grow into whatever he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
like I said, like this video if you like this video. Follow my social media sites. Turn on post notifications.
Like, that's why I don't like when people...
Next time is always.
Okay, that's the end of the video, bro. That was a good-ass video, but that's why I don't like when people, like, put so much pressure on, like, these young players coming through the draft and shit like that, because, like, bro, just let them develop, bro. Some players develop, you know, in like a couple months or whatever, but it's like, bro, some of them take, like, you know, 2 years to develop. Like look at Zoe, right? Zoe needed development. He worked on his game and everything, and, like, how many years? Like 5 years, 4 years later, like now he's on the Chicago Bulls. I won't say he's a full product. Maybe he is. Maybe he's a full product. He probably got to work a little bit more. But it's like, bro, now he's a great defensive point guard. He's basically a great two-way player at this point. he's injury prone a bit, but it's like, bro, he's still a great two-way player. So it's like, bro, now Zoe really is like what he's supposed to be. Like, bro, he's really like a walking triple double. You're gonna keep it up. But it's like, bro, but it's like some players just need more development, and it's like you really don't know. Like, you really don't know. You really don't know how people gonna turn out in the end. But it's like, bro, just let Bronny be Bronny, let him do his shit, bro, and see how shit works out, bro. I really hope like it don't fuck with his career and shit like that. But you know, like, comment, subscribe, suggest what else you want me to react to, you know, down below in the comments, and I'll check you out in the next one.